Hey guys, Nick from Deathlike Reviews, back at you with a little bit different style video today. Judging by the title, you guys probably already know this, but this is going to be a response to a video from the Death Doom Metalhead. 10 questions to the metal community. Stick around to the end. I'm going to shout out 5 YouTubers that I'd like to see do this. Sorry if I keep looking down. I got questions on my phone here. First off, I'm not sticking strictly to the rules of this. I grabbed a couple albums for most of these questions. What's playing? God damn it, camera's over there usually. What's playing behind us? Frowning with Extinct. And for those of you wondering, no, Celestial will not be in this video whatsoever. I'm going to take a drink and then we'll get started. That works. That's not supposed to come off. Usually. Leave that loose because I'll need to take a drink later. Alright. Question number 1. Why did you start a YouTube channel? I started this YouTube channel, well, almost 2 years ago now. I guess my reason for starting it is probably going to sound the same as just about everyone else that's done this. Nobody was really talking about the stuff that I like to listen to. And there were guys that would touch on it, like Lonnie and Brain Smasher. But I didn't see anyone talking about the real. Everyone was just so focused on metal, and I showed in a couple of videos here. I like to talk about a little bit of everything, whether it be metal, whether it be rock, whether it be country. I'll talk about whatever because I like a lot of different stuff. Heck, I'll talk about bluegrass on here if you give me a chance. Yeah, so I'd start a YouTube channel to kind of bring to the table some bands that I thought deserved light. Guys like the Hoot and Hollers back there. Yeah, that's the long and the short of it. Nobody was doing what I wanted to do, and so I figured out I gotta do it now. Alright, let's move on to question 2. What is your go-to genre in rock or metal? We're sticking with metal. Obviously, for me, I like a lot of the atmospheric stuff. For example, gotta get used to the camera not being there. Frowning is one of them. But my go-to album for that, or go-to project for that, is tied between 2. Valiant, Morbid Destiny. This is kind of like summoning worship. So summoning, I don't own any, so this is as close as we get. And I'm kind of on the other spectrum, other side of the atmospheric stuff, Falls of Roars. So stuff like that. On occasion, I can go for some thrashier stuff, but like death metal and stuff. But I just find that stuff gets real boring after like 20-30 minutes. I like something I can put on and have it fit the weather. For example, it's real cold and nasty out today. It's been raining and stuff for the past couple of days, so I've been listening to a lot of doomy and atmospheric black metal type stuff, and it's been amazing. I'll talk about some more like traditional stuff. I've always kind of, from the second that I started listening to the more, I guess this sounds stupid, but more extreme metal, I immediately drifted to the more atmospheric stuff. It's just the way I work, I guess. Question number 3. One genre of music you cannot get your head around or understand. I have 2 for that. Pop, and anything really that like normal people my age. Okay, so I'm 18, for those of you that didn't know. The stuff that people my age normally listen to, like all that hip-hop and stuff that's on SoundCloud, I don't get any of that. There's no talent in that. To me, it all sounds the same. I know that's super closed-minded and real, and people make that argument about metal all the time, but man, it's just hot garbage in my opinion. And the second one, a lot of people will probably be surprised by this, is classical. I find classical to be the most boring stuff out there. I can't stand more than 2 minutes of that. It just bores me to death. Um, Now, maybe there's some good stuff out there. If there is, share it with me. I'd be happy to change my opinion on that. Um, but even as a kid, that stuff never did anything for me. I, when I was like 2 years old, I was listening to stuff like uh, that big name from here, Pokey Lafarge, in the South City 3, which is like kind of folky 50s rock type stuff. Really good. I just don't get classical music and I don't get hip hop. That being said, guilty pleasure of mine as of late would be Upchurch, the hip hop artist. I think he's an amazing lyricist. His songs are so damn funny, man. Especially the song "Said Fuck It," where he's yelling at all of Nashville about how the independent guys need a chance too, and it's just pure gold in my opinion. Let's see. One album. Next question. One thing you would change about your YouTube channel? I don't know, man. Maybe my camera. I would like a little bit better of a camera, but I can't really justify that or afford it right now. Um, another one thing I would definitely change is the family noise that you guys probably hear sometimes in these things. I don't know. I like the way my channel is. My Another question that I'm adding is uh, thing you're most proud of on your channel. I'd say this wall back here. I love that wall. There's just something about it that's perfect. Um, yeah, this is probably going to be a bit longer of a video. I need a drink. Got some sweet tea in here today. Next up is probably my favorite question on here. One album in your collection you're not sure how it got there or why you own it. This is going to be a shocker. Bad Company, Desolation Angels. I have no idea why I have this. I hate Bad Company. I saw them open for Joe Walsh several years ago, and they sucked. Uh, I have no idea where this thing came from. I was just looking through my records trying to make this because I didn't really think I had anything I didn't know why I owned, and I saw this and I was like, where the hell did that come from? I don't think I would have ever bought that, or I know I never listened to it because it's not good. If any of you guys want it, feel free to let me know. But yeah, I really have no idea where that one came from at all. All right, next question. Do you have an idol that you look up to within music? Honestly, not really. There are a lot of people I really like what they're doing and how they're doing it, but I wouldn't idolize anyone that I don't know personally just because they might be hiding something. And a lot of musicians try to market themselves as a very likable person, even though that's not how they are all the time. So I don't want to have an idol and then find out they did something shitty in their life. So no, I don't really have one. Um, Next question. Your most desired album that you do not have in your collection? Oh man, that's a hard one. I would say, let's go for First Press of Transylvania of God damn it, I can't remember the name of it. First Press of hold on. First Press any of the First Press Dark Throne albums. I would love, love, love to own any of those. Especially, I guess it is Transylvanian Hunger. Yeah, Transylvanian Hunger. First press of Transylvanian Hunger, or first press of Panzerfaust. Probably Panzerfaust, because that is my favorite black metal album of all time. I love the riffing on that, especially that first song in Vita Sorg is, man, it's gorgeous. There's nothing quite like it out there. That was the first Dark Throne album I heard, and it blew me away. Um, yeah, I love that album. But honestly, Dark Throne is one of those bands in my mind that can do no wrong. They don't have a single bad album. I know guys like Marty and Ben, and they like to trash on the punkier stuff that they did, but that stuff's just as good as the black metal, man. It's the riffing is there. It's perfect across the board. Um, let's see. One band you wish you could have seen in when they were, in your opinion, at their best. All right. I just realized I didn't grab enough. Oh, yeah, that one doubles. I have a double in here. Excuse me. One band you wish you could have seen at their best, in your opinion. Ghost Brigade. I love, love, love this band. They have done. They're another band, in my opinion, that's done no wrong. This stuff is so good. It's very atmospheric. Absolutely gorgeous. Melodic doom metal. It's perfect. The clean vocals as well as the death growls and that stuff. It's so good. All right, this is another fun one. Worst album cover in your collection? That. This is a great album. I just hate that album art. Bloodthorn with In the Shadow of Your Black Wings. God, that is some of the worst CGI artwork I've ever seen. It's ugly. I don't care what you say. There's nothing good about that. It's stupid. Yes, it's a good album, and it immediately catches your eye, in my opinion, for how god awful the artwork is. All right. This is the last question. Your most personal album / record that brings you happy memories. I've already talked about this. Valiant, Morbid Destiny, really any Valiant album. It's just a very warm, relaxing feeling. It makes me go back to times when we were up in Door County hiking with my grandparents and whatnot. And man, it's just if you've never been to Door County, you should seriously think about going. It's absolutely gorgeous. The mosquitoes suck, but absolutely gorgeous. If you're anything like me and you like sour cherries, they got the best sour cherries in the Midwest up there. That just, I remember sitting with my grandma in the car, and I put that in just because I was trying to kind of explain her what I was listening to, and she was like, "This is really cool." She actually liked it, and that meant a lot to me. So yeah, those are the 10 questions. So now we're at the end of this. I'm gonna shout out a couple of YouTubers that I'd like to see do this. One, and if you're not familiar with any of these guys, which if you're watching my channel and you've been watching the streams, you probably are. Let's see. I'd like to see Rick from the Dreadful Minutes. Please, if you are so inclined to do this, please do. I'd like to hear you speak a little bit. This one's going to be a big one. Marty Ritkinen from Marty Worm do this if you want. See another big one. Ken from Ken's Death Metal Crypt. And Justin from Vestabon's Blood Box. I'd like to see you guys do this. I'll link all of them below. If you're not familiar with any of them for any reason, check them out. Give them a sub. That's all I got for you in this one. See ya.